Culture's biggest night is back. On Sunday, June 26th, the 2022 BET Awards will highlight and honor the most influential people and moments of our culture.
Black women, we are the culture, we've been the culture, and in the future, we still gonna be the culture. So shout out to us.
Last year, the BET Awards was the #1 show in Black culture, and this year, we're back at it again with Taraji P. Henson hosting the show and with surprise performances that will blow your mind. Today, we're going to reminisce about the year's biggest moment and highlight our nominees in a space we call the Trophy Room. I'm Nyla Symone here with the legendary Spice, the incredible, talented Dustin Ross, and the Black culture historian Masani Musa, better known as Culture Unfiltered. How do you guys feel about the 2022 BET Awards? What are you guys' thoughts? Are you excited?
I'm very excited. Biggest night in Black culture. We wait for this all year long, every June, every summer. We know what time it is. I can't wait to see all the performances, all the looks. I just want to see it all. So I'm very excited.
Yeah, and I just can't wait to watch it with social media. I feel like social media makes things 10 times funnier, so I know people are going to be cutting up online.
Are you living for Black Twitter?
Like Twitter, the memes, everything is just going to be crazy.
How about you, Spice?
I'm super big on fashion, so I'm always looking forward to see who's coming, what they're gonna wear, what they're coming with. So it's a very big moment for us, so I'm excited.
So as far as Taraji P. Henson hosting the BET Awards, I honestly was so shocked and so excited to see that they got her as the host. I know one of my favorite hosts before early 2000s, they had Monique host, and she came out to Beyonce doing the uh-oh. How do you guys think Taraji's gonna come out? Like, what do you think is gonna be her thing?
She's got so many talents underneath her hat. She can sing, she can act, she's funny, she's beautiful. So I think she's gonna give us exactly what we want as a host. I'm looking forward to all the skits, all the performances, and even her facial expressions, because sometimes just the way Taraji be holding her face will make you laugh. When she just looks, she start looking like Cookie Lion.
Not Cookie.
So I can't wait.
I low-key honestly wouldn't be mad at Tyrese coming on stage and they giving us a little, because you know BET runs Baby Boy at least like 2 times a month, so it's only right. Is there any memorable moments from last year's BET Awards that you just love and you kind of want to see something again?
I enjoyed Megan's performances. She put on an amazing show. Like, she ate the entire show. I think she won a bunch of awards. She performed a few times. Her acceptance speeches were iconic. She shouted out Black women in culture. Megan, I think she stole the show last year, so that was the highlight for me.
I love the Migos and Cardi B's performance. Personally, I'm a huge Migos fan, a huge Cardi B fan. And I love the fact that like QC as a whole, as a label, they really encourage their artists to like take advantage of the performance space. So you got rappers doing choreography now.
I do love when rappers dance. I've never really even Lil Baby gives us a quick like 1-2 sometimes. That's really nice.
I would definitely go with Cardi B because I'm a huge fan. So I would say that was a highlight for me. That was like a great moment.
I say one of my favorite moments was Silk Sonic performing. I just love them two in general, Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars. They're such an amazing collaborative duo. How do you guys feel about them?
I love Silk Sonic's music. I've been a huge Anderson .Paak fan for years. Bruno Mars is incredibly talented. And what I love about them working together is that they have brought back the act. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just dope music. It's more than just dope visuals. It's literally like an act that they put on for us, and it's so enjoyable.
Spice, how do you feel about Silk Sonic?
I'm big on this one line that Anderson said about saw her with the island boy. You know, me come from Jamaica, so I'm an island girl. So I was crazy for that line.
And even though they're making love songs and they're still like cursing out and slandering women at the same time, it's so like ironic to be like, this got me paying for this, but I'm all singing along with it. It's like
getting cussed out never felt better, right? When he said that in that line, this B, he sang that line, he punched it up hard like that. So you don't know if you're getting insulted or you're getting serenaded.
I agree, Dustin. And you know what? To add on to that, I am living for Anderson .Paak's bob. It's like ever since Silk Sonic came together, Anderson .Paak has been rocking the bob. Like it's almost like it's attached to his head at this point.
The Carrie Hilson first album bob. I want to hear what she got to say about that. He stole your look, Carrie.
I want to know, ladies, are you guys gonna date a man who wears a wig like that?
You know what?
I would say no. What were you gonna say?
You know what? It depends. It depends. Like, I think Anderson .Paak, like, his whole entire aesthetic right now goes with the hair. So, you know, if it was Anderson .Paak,
I don't know. I think the only person, you know, Young Jock has done it. I think Snoop has done it. I'm cool with Snoop doing it for some reason, but everybody else, I don't know if I can get with.
I have too much wigs. I have a closet for my wigs, and I don't want to come home and see my man in any of my wigs. I'm gonna stay back for this one. I'm gonna say no.
I'm with you, Spice. Honestly, sorry, Culture. All right, guys. So we're in the trophy room. I want to know, who do you guys think is going to win Video of the Year? Our nominees are Silk Sonic with "Smoking Out the Window," Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar with "Family Ties," Chloe with "Have Mercy," Doja Cat and SZA with "Kiss Me More," Ari Lennox with "Pressure," and Future and Drake with "Way Too Sexy." So which song do you think is going to win Best Video of the Year?
You know, I got to give it to Ari Lennox. You know, if the award is for, you know, a fire, you know, music video, she's so beautiful in that video for her song "Pressure," which was a huge hit for her. Big moment for R&B. And it's just such a beautiful, aesthetically beautiful video to watch. I love what Drake and Future did with "Way Too Sexy." Those scenes and skits were hilarious. Drake and all the bigger guy on the beach makeup, you know, all that stuff was hilarious. But if we're going on what I see, okay, I'm gonna give it up to Ari Lennox for "Pressure." That was an incredibly beautiful video.
How about you, Coach? Who do you think is gonna get Best Video of the Year?
For me personally, I feel like Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar will take it home with "Family Ties." They gave us so many interesting transitions and edits, the choreography, even though it wasn't like dancing, like the energy that was cultivated in that video was just everything to me. So I think they might take it home.
Yeah, I agree. I think for me, I'm gonna have to go between Drake and Future "Way Too Sexy" and Chloe Bailey's "Have Mercy," just because when those videos dropped, I literally had to stop what I was doing to watch because everybody was talking about it. The memes, like you said, Drake working out, the way he recreated all those scenes, very iconic. But then even with Chloe and all the ass that she is showing us this year, like, I was not prepared for it. How do you guys feel about the whole Chloe evolving into her womanhood and showing us it all the time?
Love to see it, and do your thing. She's such a talented, brilliant, gifted artist, her and her sister both. And if that's how she wants to express her creativity as an artist, I say go for it, because the execution is flawless. That video is beautiful. The music is not sacrificing any of its greatness for the sake of being expressive in that way. So I say go for it. Do it all, Chloe. I love it.
I agree, Dustin. Chloe is my Cancer sister, so really there isn't much wrong that she could do in my eyes. Chloe is continuously creating moments, and every time she creates a moment, we are right there, like pressed to watch. And I think she's going about it, you know, in a way that honors her and also gets people talking, which is the perfect combination, I feel like, in today's time to, you know, be an artist and get your name out there and have people pay attention. So
For me, because I have all the ass in the jeans, I'm down with that song. Like, that "Have Mercy," I was like super excited for it. And it's a good song too. So, you know, sometimes somebody might have a song, but the video is not too good. It was just perfect for me. The song is great. The video was dope. I'm all sold for that "Have Mercy."
Now let's transfer over into another black billionaire has touched the market in the U.S. LeBron James is officially a billionaire. Can you believe it?
I'm excited to that. I'm all for my black man, you know, going all the way up to the top. So I'm excited for that. LeBron is king.
That's a beautiful black family, beautiful black children. I love to see that wealth and just keep it going. We've watched LeBron's career just thrive, and he turned himself into literally the king of the NBA. And it's a beautiful thing to see. His lovely wife, Savannah, she's gorgeous. She's an amazing mother. Those children are well-adjusted and thriving. So I love seeing it. Give him even more money. Make him a billionaire twice over. Love it.
I'm interested in the streams of income because I know he has the shoes, he has Blaze Pizza,
The podcast.
the NBA career, right? So Ron, he needs to, you know, maybe write a book or an ebook or something, let the people know how to, you know, get to that billionaire status.
That's actually a great idea. LeBron, we need a book on, on how to get to the bag. Let's get into the nominations For best movies of the year, we got Candyman.
Don't say it if you have to say it.
King Richard. Summer of Soul. The Harder They Fall. And then, of course, Space Jam.
These are huge, very successful films. We know King Richard, Will Smith won the Oscar for that. Beyonce was nominated for Best Original Song and should have won the Oscar for that. Summer of Soul, Questlove won the Oscar for that. The Harder They Fall was a huge moment for Netflix, and the soundtrack was a knockout. So this is a big category. This is tough competition.
My sisters are actually nominated in this category. They don't know I exist, but they are my sisters in my heart. This is Serena. And so, King Richard for me all the way, because their story is just so inspiring. They are such amazing women, best living athletes in my opinion. So I gotta give it to King Richard. Will Smith.
I definitely love The Harder They Fall, but I'm gonna give it to King Richard as well. Because Venus and Serena Williams, we lived through them. So as a Black woman, they're living our dreams of overcoming and making a name in this industry. So I love that story. It was a very well put together story for me. It was really touching as well. So I like the King Richards.
How about you, Dustin? Who you going with?
Look, King Richard. Give it to King Richard. Well deserving, well written, well acted. The soundtrack, just everything about it. The Williams sisters, the Richard Williams, the father. I'll never forget that video that went viral of him addressing, or as I like to say, checking that reporter that was interviewing his daughter and asking her those questions and putting that pressure on her in the interview space. The way he stood up and represented for Black fathers is deserving alone. So I'm gonna give it to King Richards. I'm rolling with Spice and Culture on this one.
It's unanimous, so they don't win because I'm going with King Richard too. It's unanimous. I think they definitely deserve it. And like you said at the end, the point about the representation of Black fathers, I think that's just so important because we don't really see that every day, especially that are shown on television with things we see online. So and I have a really close, deep relationship with my father as well. So I just like to see fathers get their flowers. You know what I mean? But let's get into Black TikTok. Gen Z has taken connections to a whole new level on TikTok with Black creators like Masani and The Forefront. Are you guys tapped into that?
Yeah, I'm paying attention. And these creators are making so much money in that digital space, especially on TikTok. Love to see the Black creators getting their just due. So it's time. They've been originating all the trends and all the things that make TikTok thrive and make people want to do what they see on the screen. So I love to see these Black creators get there. So I'm here for it.
Absolutely. I'm on TikTok all the time, being that I create on that app primarily. And any industry, whether it makeup, fashion, hair, like the Black talent is there. It's great to see. I think being a Black creator in any space is hard, but I am always rooting for Black creators to just keep pushing and do their thing.
Being a Black creator is hard, but I want to highlight that being a Black creator on TikTok is even harder, because I tried and I don't know how they make these videos on TikTok. I'm telling you, they put a lot into it. It's not easy. It's not like, you post on Instagram, it's cool, you post a picture, a video, but the creativeness, the way how they put a lot into these TikTok videos, it's a lot.
It is a lot. It's a lot for me too. I'm being honest with you. Sometimes I see how well the engagement works, and I see how people are making so much money, and I'm like, dang, maybe I should hit like a little 1-2 one time, and try to join the challenges. But not everything is for everybody. Is there any like dance challenge that you guys had really loved this year? I know Money Long had the Hours and Hours challenge that lasted it was all over my timeline in the beginning of the year.
Shout out to Money Long. Actually, she's such a dope songwriter, and the fact that she continues to go viral on TikTok, I think, is a testament to that, because she also had that time machine moment where her song Time Machine was sampled so many times, or I guess not sampled, but used as a sound on TikTok so many times, and it really took off, and people were really creative with their interpretation of those lyrics to Time Machine. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. And I like the fact that, you can really pop a song and really a career based on your sound going viral on TikTok. I love that.
Speaking of TikTok, Spice, I seen you was trending heavy on there. Tell me about that.
Girl, I woke up one morning and I was trending, and I think I was trending in my sleep because I did a performance like a few years ago, and I woke up and I was like, wait, what? Everybody was tagging me. They was like, oh, you're trending, millions of views, you're on the FYP page, and I'm like, what? So my whole song, Love Triangle, was on TikTok trending, so I was super excited for that.
Spice, I was living for your trend. So hilarious. One of my favorite TikTok trends today, to be honest.
Culture, how do you stay so consistent on TikTok?
Well, you know what? Now content creation is my full-time job, thank the Lord. So I have nothing but time on my hands.
Let's get into a show in NYC that made international history. Burna Boy is the first Nigerian artist to headline Madison Square Garden. How do you guys feel about it? Honestly, I loved it, and I'm so jealous that I couldn't be there, but I watched it through all my friends' Instagram stories.
Same. I have FOMO like one, okay? I am so sad that I was not at that show. I love the fact that all of this international music is being highlighted. Spice, shout out to you and your Grammy nomination this year. Well deserved. But I love this highlighting of all of these international artists. And if you have been anywhere outside within the past 3 years, you know who Burna Boy is. You know, you've heard these songs, you can't help but move your body when that music comes on. So I love it. He deserves all the flowers.
And I mean, when you talk about Burna Boy, I have to put my little Jamaican accent a little bit in the thing. Because I have to represent for the international artists, because it's definitely not easy for us to transition and to break internationally. So, you know, I just feel like he's a part of my journey, you know. So big up the whole Africa, the whole African gang. He did that. He's the first Nigerian artist to perform in Madison Square Garden, which is a great and a huge milestone. So I have to just big him up every time, you know. And to all of my other international artists, you know, it's not easy for us, but we're doing big things. So you don't know, big up to Burna Boy every time.
There's so much talent within the African diaspora, and hopefully with Burna Boy's achievements, it opens the floodgates for other international artists to come in and like share their gifts with us. I was just bumping last on the way to where I am now, and I'm like, oh my God, Burna Boy, he does not miss.
Well, I love that song.
No, that sample was nuts. I said, oh, he done did it. He done did it. I don't know what producers he's working with, but they in the right bag right now. And I definitely think that Burna Boy is trailblazing for a lot of people, because now that sound, like at this point, when we talk about like the future of hip hop and where it's headed, I don't even think it's no longer going to be like the international sound. I think it's just going to be united and cohesive. You know what I mean? Well, that's just my thoughts on it.
It's definitely going in that direction. And when it comes on and you hear that guitar riff that they sampled from Toni Braxton, from her song, I believe it was He Wasn't Man Enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you hear that guitar riff, you have that moment like you do at the beginning of Back That You Know What Up by Juvenile, where you just get up and rush to the dance floor as soon as you hear that guitar riff. It's like an instinctual thing. So I love that music makes everybody want to have a good time. So I love that.
Let's get into the moment we're all looking forward to. Diddy's receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award. It's crazy how much Bad Boy I play in my DJ sets. So I think that this achievement award is very long overdue. How about you guys?
You know what? Say what you want about Diddy. He has managed to remain relevant for era after era after era after era. You know, I think he has lived an entire lifetime in the music industry. You know, people's careers oftentimes are really short, and he is still here and still thriving. So, you know, I think he deserves to be celebrated.
It's called Culture's Biggest Night, right? That's the theme and the slogan for the BET Awards. And that's literally, who more fitting to be in that position than Diddy? You want to talk about impacting culture and really defining like what the wave was for so many years. Diddy was, you know, single-handedly responsible for curating a lot of that. So I think it's so deserving, and he is known for putting on a good show. I know you guys remember all those huge award show performances that Diddy's done over the years, so I'm definitely looking forward to this tribute. I'm gonna be in my living room standing up,
hitting your Diddy bop, right? You got to. So right. who do you guys think is gonna come perform? Because I mean, he signed like half of the game. Like, who do you think? I want Mary to hit the stage. I feel like that's only right.
We'd be so lucky, right? If we get a Mary J. performance at the BET Awards, it's almost impossible for her not to be a part of his tribute because she was such a large part of him, you know, becoming successful and really becoming the Diddy that we know. So hopefully we get her, we get Kim. I want them all. Hell, Loon. Bring everybody out. If you was attached to Dream, bring them out. Where they at? B5? I want all of them. If you was attached
Not
to
B5. Honestly, I would love to see B5.
the BET Awards, we always have those big moments that are, you know, fueled by the nostalgic value of the moment. So let's go. Bring out everybody on Bad Boy. Let me see them now.
I want making the band monologue, scripted monologue of making the band. No, I'm just like, but I am praying for a Lil Kim pop-up appearance. I love Lil Kim. That's my cancer sis.
Now, I want to know, what name is the award gonna have? Is it gonna have P. Diddy, Diddy, Love, Puff? Like, which name do you think BT is gonna put on the award?
Listen, crazy thing is that speaks to how big Diddy is. No matter which one of those names you put on the award, everybody will know who you're talking about.
I gotta say though, this phase of his life, the Love phase, I love this name the best.
You like Love?
Do, I really do, just because of the message and the meaning behind it. This feels like it came with good intention, so I rock with it. I mean, I don't support all the name changes just because it's like, oh, you gotta keep up with your favorite rapper.
I would be here for Puff Daddy. I was introduced to Love / Diddy as Puff Daddy, so I would be here for Puff Daddy for the culture.
All right, guys, so I want to know, who do you think is gonna win Album of the Year? The nominees are Silk Sonic with An Evening with Silk Sonic, Her with Back of My Mind, Call Me If You Get Lost by Tyler, the Creator, Certified Lover Boy by Drake, Donda, Kanye West, Hotels by Jasmine Sullivan, and Planet Her by Doja Cat. Now, obviously, I'm biased. I'm all in for Jasmine Sullivan. Yo, nah, Hotels was crazy, man. Shout out to Jasmine, and honestly, just watching how long she's been in the game, and for her to finally get this moment, because, you know, she's a Grammy Award winner now, you know what I mean? But she's been this talented, and she's been this great with the pen on stage and off stage, so I'm just happy that she really got this moment. But who do you guys think is going to win?
Oh, this is another hard one. Silk Sonic or Drake, Certified Lover Boy. Kind of, I don't know. I don't know if I can choose between.
Your love for Drake is crazy, because I definitely do not think this is even coming close to winning compared to the nominations.
I mean, I don't know. Drake always has show, you know, the Caribbean now, so I definitely have love for him. So I'm gonna always be biased with Drake, you know, one category. Silk Sonic album was the talk of the year for last year too. So, like I said, this is a hard one. I don't know if I can choose like one.
But you know what? I gotta go with Team Libra on this one. Doja Cat has had an amazing year. I think she might take it home for Album of the Year. Planet Her was really great in my opinion, and you know, she's been doing some amazing things in music, outside of music. Like, Doja Cat stays with a bag. I feel like we gotta go to Doja.
Culture makes an amazing point, and so does Spice. Planet Her was a huge album by Doja Cat. She is an incredible talent, rapper, singer. She does it all, dancer, visuals, everything's a knockout creatively and artistically. Certified Lover Boy was a huge moment, an album that I feel was full of like good music that made you, it was just good music. Okay, it was a good album. So that's there, but I think the wild card pick in this category is actually Tyler, the Creator's album, Call Me If You Get Lost. I'm keeping my eye on that as a contender in this category because that was actually a really dope album. And it'll be interesting to see if it gets recognized in this sea of other great albums. So, and Jasmine, you know, that was a big moment for her. Hotels was an incredible album, won her 2 Grammy Awards. So I think that deserves, you know, to be viewed as well. This is tough. If I have to just pick, I'm gonna give it to Silk Sonic.
All right, guys, so that is all we have for you today. I'm Nyla Symone, and thank you so much for joining us in the trophy room. So make sure you guys follow me on the gram as well, at Nyla Symone, NYLASYMONEEE. I'm not yet on TikTok, but Coach is going to help me out with that.
Follow me at Spice Official on everywhere. All social media handle is Spice Official. Queen of Dancehall.
You can find me on Instagram at Masani Musa, Twitter, at Masani Musa, and TikTok as Culture Unfiltered.
You guys can find me on all social media platforms, which really don't mean nothing but Instagram and Twitter, at Look at Dustin. And please listen to my podcast, The Friend Zone, which is heard everywhere that podcasts are heard.
Make sure you guys follow at BET across all social platforms so you guys can stay in tune with who's performing and who is presenting this year. We'll see you at the 2022 BET Awards on Sunday, June 26th on BET at 8 p.m. hosted by Taraji P. Henson.